When do you feel like you create your best music?
I make my best music when I am by myself in a whip, in a car at nighttime, on the highway probably. I know I probably shouldn't be writing songs on my phone while I'm driving, but it's when the hits come out.
Any particular hit?
Bluegrass, that was written while I was in the car. Black Sweets was written while I was in the car. A lot of the tape off of Too Effortless that I just dropped was written while I was in the car. So yeah, it's a pretty consistent thing.
The next question was going to be, what is your creative process like these days? And I don't know if the answer you just provided in the last question serves as the answer for this question, but let you take this question on
Man,
nevertheless.
my creative process, I try not to have a process, you know what I mean? I try to stay out of a routine. I try to just, enjoy the moment and live in the moment as much as I can because I feel like life is my biggest inspiration when it comes to music. So if I'm able to, like really be present in the situation and the predicament that I'm in, that I'm able to, actually use that influence and put it onto a track and, share the energy.
You mentioned so far that you do write, and it's on the phone specifically, but do you ever freestyle punch in?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it all just depends on the song. It depends on, the track. Every song gets its own, it gets its own treatment. So they're not all created the same, for sure.
If there was a pie chart, though, of 100%, what percentage would you say you write versus freestyle punch in?
I would say like 80% right, 20% punch in.
Do you notice any difference in the actual music when you write versus freestyle punch in?
I personally like my stuff a little bit more when I write. I feel like giving the song the actual time and commitment to make sure I put down what I feel like is like the best. I feel like I can notice the difference in quality. A lot of people can't, but I feel like I definitely can for myself. But that's just me being my own critic. So
For, for chronological purposes, which of the two were you like from the beginning, though? Writing or freestyle punching in?
man, I feel like I've always been able to freestyle, but I've also been writing for as long as I remember. Like I got notebooks from when I was in like elementary school with old raps that I used to write, which is crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it. I guess it had to have been freestyle first for me to even figure out that I could do what I do. So
So, if we were going with freestyle first for this answer, what led you to writing then?
I feel like just being able to be more refined, and give it the appropriate time and attention. I think that's why I prefer writing.
Would you say there was influence to write, or was it just natural experimentation for you?
I think it would just be natural experimentation, finding what I'm comfortable with, finding what I think works the best, and just keeping it going.
What's the biggest song in your music catalog so far?
Biggest song in my music catalog so far would probably have to be number wise Bluegrass. Yeah, definitely Bluegrass so far.
And as you've already mentioned in this interview, that was something that you actually wrote.
Yeah, I did write that one.
Because that's your biggest song so far in the catalog, and you did write that, does that encourage you to write further?
Yeah, it does. But like I said earlier, you just gotta give every song what it requires. Can't get too stuck up in trying to do everything the same way, or else you'll get the same product. So
Ever had help with your lyrics?
no,
Why not? Some recording artists do.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the help, but like I said, I feel like music is the thing that I get to do my way, and so I like to do it on my own.
You also mentioned, I can't remember the exact words you said. You said, the question was, uh, why not when some recording artists do get help? And you said there's nothing wrong with that. Are we talking about recording artists in general or specifically rappers?
I mean, once you get to a certain stage, man, you a pop star regardless. So I guess it would be in general, whatever you got to do to get money. It's not affecting me. Whatever you do you, do what works for you. 100% cool with that.
Anyone ever suggested to you, though, when it comes to help with your lyrics from someone higher up, maybe an advisor, consultant, management of some sort?
I've had A&Rs give me like little tips and input, but no, the team really just kind of lets me do my own thing, do what I do.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, ever helped other recording artists with their lyrics?
I don't think I've helped them with their lyrics. I've helped them with the way that they deliver, pronunciation, the way that they're saying things like that. Just little tips and cues that I feel like I could help give them to take that stuff to the next level.
Something you do on your own, or something they ask you to do? They ask for your help, or something you do on your own? You
Sometimes
volunteer.
they'll ask me to like pull up to the session or something like that, just to hear it. But a lot of the time, they'll kind of ask for my opinion because I try not to give people my opinion as much as possible, especially when they're doing something creative. Because to be honest, a lot of people don't want to hear your opinion when they're doing something creative. So I let them get what they get. But when they ask me for my opinion, I'm honest with them. And it all comes from a place of love, and I'm just trying to see everybody do the best they can. So.
When it comes to your own personal lyrics, how honest are they?
They're pretty honest, yeah. I feel like in order for a song to hit for me, it actually has to, it has to be personal. It has to make sense. Everything that I'm saying has to act, if you know what I mean. If you can't say it and believe it, then the person listening to it ain't gonna believe it. So I try to stay as close to like real life situations as possible, just so they hit harder.
Now, you mentioned pretty honest, and you mentioned try to stay. That doesn't mean 100%, though.
Yeah, it doesn't mean 100%. I definitely rap about things. I feel like I'm kind of like speaking them into existence. So it's definitely like a little projection into the future, but we gonna get there for sure.
If there was a pie chart of 100%, what would you say is the percentage of honest
I would
lyrics?
say percentage of honest lyrics without like the rapping into the future joint would be like maybe like 85 to 90.
Ever wrote or freestyle punched in a lyric so honest it was requested to be removed by someone?
Nah, nah.
Have you ever felt any regret or remorse over any of your past lyrics?
No, I don't think I have. Say what I mean and mean it in the moment. You know what I mean? I'm working on that. So, no, I don't think I regret any of it.
Now, when it comes to the song Bluegrass, if there's viewers watching this that have not heard that song yet, but they've heard the phrase bluegrass, and you being born and raised in Kentucky, still residing there as well, that is a verb, or not a verb, a word that is synonymous with Kentucky.
Yeah, the bluegrass state.
Can you explain what bluegrass really is?
Yeah, bluegrass is it's a type of grass that grows in Kentucky. I'm sure it grows in other places, but we're known for it specifically. It has like a bluish tint, so that's what they call Kentucky the bluegrass state. Yeah, that was it.
What do you think about of that grass? You've been to Phoenix, you've been to other
Man,
places, Cincinnati, that's not too far
I
away from you.
definitely prefer grass. I like the grass for sure. I mean, as much as I love being in cities and being around concrete, bro, it's kind of unforgiving, dog. It's just there's something that's so common about like just the color green in general. So yeah, grass is fire.
If there were a variety of grasses, would you be able to spot that blue grass?
I don't know. I hope so. I don't know though. I can't guarantee it.